Both continue to punch the boys while their lovers stand frozen in shock and worry etched across their faces, their eyes sealed on the disturbing scene. Suga and we could be consumed by anger and aggression like that is unacceptable for them. Liu's brows are frowned and their lips are parted in a silent grasp. That usual gentle demeanor of elders is totally opposed from this fury and rage. The silence is breaking each time by the grunts and thirds of their on their fists upon boys. Azure and Airy never witnessed this scenario before and worse, both don't know how to process it. Their minds are struggling to stop the violence they are witnessing now. Snowy fingers are getting unsure of what to do further. And soon Eliud takes slow steps towards the males who are still punching the boys with merciless intensity. Frail beings are feeling fear and hesitation, while stalwarts are oblivious to their approach near. Younger's gentle presence is a desperate attempt to restore calm and only to bring peace to the chaotic scene near. Sturdy males' arms moving rapidly as they deliver fists one after another over boys who are wailing for now. The atmosphere is tense with brutality of we and Sugas, and soon Eri and Azure begin to speak. Their voices are barely above low whispers, but enough to approach the brownies. The males still consumed by anger even after hearing the low voices of their beloveds, but the sight which they have witnessed is still ragging inside their minds, which is messing with their nerves. Delicate move more closer to them with their frail hands reaching out to grasp heavy built biceps trying to hold on to stop them. Their folds are still focusing on pulling them away from boys, but unfortunately they have no match with their strength of resilience. The grip on boys began to lose as they turned their gazes towards the butte beings whose consentful faces stabbed their hearts spiritually, and soon they let go the boys who start coughing, taking deep breaths. We and Suga hold on to the fair petite wrist of Airy and Azure, who stared into the darkened eyes of theirs before taking steps toward the exit with their frail ones, leaving all mess behind angrily. The entrance door opened, revealing the stalwarts with their expressions giving the glimpse of the scene that happened just a while before. Their visage is not calm, illuminating that they are not in a good mood right now. Besides their tall physiques, Azure and Airy as well stepped inside the hall. Their faces are not looking as bright as they always seem, while they are found to be upset for some reasons, which does not often happen. Mistress Park and Mistress John, who are sitting on the grey couches, moved their gazes to look at them. Vi and Suga strides with resonant steps to upstairs, afterwards giving a last glance to of beauties with somber orbs. Ladies who were sitting front, not recognizing the cause of the behavior of stoic males as their eyes shifted towards the girls who are standing on a distance looking at concerned about something which did not get unnoticed. Mistress Park and Mistress John gestured the tiny beings to come near them and take their seats. He slowly nodded at them before they take small steps near the sitting area, trying to make things look normal. Soon the two of them take their seats opposite from the ladies, laying their eyes on the marble floor as they lift their lashes after hearing the words of their mothers. "What happened? You two are looking upset," she said with worries. "And also, you all
him sourly. "What's the reason?" she said with her tone filled with concerns. "It's just that we are tired," she said, not looking in the eyes of her mother, trying to hide the things. "The celebration was not fun. That's why we came early than we told," she said while fidgeting her slender fingers. Mistress John and Mistress Park slightly nodded, noticing the changed behaviors as they signed, not wanting to pressure the situation as they warmly smiled at the gorgeous females. "You two can go to your room, she said in a polite tone when Mistress Park nodded before continuing the words. "Take some rest. You two have university tomorrow," they said, eyeing the delegates. Azure and Aries slowly nodded their heads innocently. "Good night. Sleep well, Mom," and the two said in mellow voices as they walked towards the stairs to leave for their bedrooms. Next day at evening, Azure is sitting on bench which is surrounded by the blooming flowers, wearing light-colored shirt as her locks with a small pout on his rosy pears as she is still displeased about yesterday evening. She is strained in her own thoughts when the main door opened slightly, revealing the well-built male none other than Suga as the dark orbs roam to finally seize on honey-haired girl who is shining under the blue light of evening sky enchantingly. He strides, soon approaching the tiny being who does not seem to notice the appearance yet. Suga, with his intentions to make the beauty smile, dragged a wooden chair near the bench. Afterwards, he sits on that with calm visage. By now, Azure is aware about the intense stares of his owner above him as he decided to keep his eyes lowered. Stoic moved his rugged hands towards the snowy face as his rough fingers touched soft skin before he lifts the glorious face of her. Mill's restless nerves calmed, getting the glimpse of those seraphic features, bringing a polite grin on his sharp features. Azure gazed at him with her innocent eyes, which reflects purity of her soul. The rugged hands holding bouquet of red roses and a brown wrapped box with ribbon moved ahead as the brownie gestured pretty one to take the presents from him, which made the sensitive heart swell as she trailed her eyes to look at them. "Forget about yesterday evening. It's not worth your stress, Azure," he said with a newfound tenderness in his voice, only meant for the delicate. Sugar kept his gaze on her, wanting to see happiness on her face once again. The small hands reached out to hold the beautiful bouquet from massive ones as she held the bouquet close to her heart while she placed the box near herself as she gazed daringly in the murky orbs. She hummed in her honey-toned voice, which is serene for the spirit of male and the tranquil for his nerves. Allure smelled the fresh, musky fragrance from petals, and her demure line curved up into a sweet smile. Seeing the dazzling smile of Azure, the desires of Male grew to keep his vision on the mesmerizing acts of her for long eternities. Azure soon shifted her captivating eyes with same smile towards the athlete who was yearning for them. She again looked away, not being able to maintain with those shadowy and intense stares as her cheeks covered with rosy hue. The two remained in the garden, which consists vibrant blooms around, giving serenity to the canvas.
Inverse beautiful frame stands all alone in the balcony, surrounded by the quiet of the evening. Her slender form is silhouetted against the dim lights. Her fair, elegant hands are resting gently on the grill of the balcony ceiling. Her fingers wrap around in a grace, and with subtle tension in her shoulders, are seeming unrelaxed as she remains still, lost in her thoughts when robust male emerges from the open glass door. His raw strength is evident in his placid strides. His fingers powerful grasping the leather jacket of his, while Joy is set in serious expression, staring at Airy with immense orbs with possessive yet gentle hint, conveying a sense of care within. As he approaches her with silent footsteps against the marble floor, Airy, sensing the presence near, turned to face him, seeing raw strength of sorts tempered by his calm demeanor, creating an aura of reassurance around her slender being. Resilient male gazed to her precious being as his eyes met with hers, which unsettles him deeply, as the eyes always sparkle with joy now seem upset, which step in sturdy chest. What's weighing on your heart? I can sense the aroma of dimness within your zeal. Let me know the reason. I've never witnessed something so terrifying before, like yesterday evening, she said in low voice, looking in dark orbs. The hand of Weeze soon went inside the pocket before clearing out a small matte black box from it, which bring a small cute frown on the brows of small being, which we opens, revealing a elegant pearly bracelets which we hold in his veiny large hand. And soon Eri found her whitish hand on the calloused one when we tenderly make her wear the ornament which glistens gracefully over the petite dainty skin of delicates. Don't dwell on yesterday, forget about that. I'm here for you. Everything is right, hmm? We said while covering the soft, slender shoulders of her from his bleak leather jacket, which bring the peace and soothe to her. Eddie smiled at the gentle act of stalwarts for her, whose ebony orbs scanned the dark hair of hers, which fell over snowy face, artlessly carried by the gentle caress of the cold breeze. Moreover, the way her strands framing her face with dark tendrils. We observe in the sight of frail form whose each blink is so mesmerizing yet graceful, getting inserted in the chest of athlete male. The face of dainty being is in serenity amidst the vibrant cityscape in the distance for him. The small curve up on Aries' lips is all what we desire for, who glance at muscular physique and chest-side sharp features of Stott's near for a brief moment before lowering her zeal again, giving glimpse of her alluring gestures.